And we're back. 25 September 20th, 2000 and MMA Lock Talk. Right back at it. Showing the support. Hey, to start the episode when I get that Wi-Fi jigger in my top left screen letting me know that the quality may not be the great is actually doing well. So if anybody in the chat that the audio is a-okay, I'll not worry too much about the fact that the video quality may not be the greatest. Because let's be honest, you guys really just want to hear my voice, right? That's really all it is. Hoping somebody can let me know real quick here before to hear my thoughts. Be nice if there was like some sort of like that I could actually try through StreamYard. Like I can obviously just open up YouTube if it's working properly or not, but uh seems like the audio cuts out a little bit. Hopefully it starts to pick up again. I'm hoping I don't have to let me just see here. Let me open it up on YouTube and see what we're dealing with here. Quality looks horrible on YouTube. I starts to pick back up. Usually it's never not this bad. And as my guy Robot Chicken Wings HD, you know what it is. Appreciate it. Off the top, guy Marcus Williams, a shout out. Another I'll be rocking them over the next couple. Love whenever somebody sends me a hat or something like that. When it says fire, as Marcus Williams has been sending me. So once again, shout out to my guy. And you guys can follow him at Nubian Bookstore as you see on my hat there. Hopefully it's not too grainy. All right, let me just wet my whistle real quick and we'll get in shot real quick. So I do want to kind of address last week's one on Twitter due to the lock of the night, dog of the night. One thing that kind of taught me and showed me was like is like legit. You know what I mean? And it goes through Twitter and some of the stuff that I was hearing and bullshit, like it really just makes because I'm like, oh man, similar shit. They probably are stripped, people trusting their word or anything, being truthful. And thankfully, with the reputation, that's not the kind of guy that I am. So I got the benefit of the like there's some crazy shit. Like just to clarify that I reached out to be like, hey, do you mind helping me out with offered him to pay him for his troubles as well. And then that got spun into I was asking around to everybody, and supposed to pay out a 10% cut or extra 10% on their prize payouts just so they'll keep the hush hush. The 10% came from the number that I gave to that one guy that the assistance from in terms of being the middleman for me on PayPal. And kind of rough that he went something and then it just got transformed into something else. So all for me as well in terms of just that one guy that was trying to flame me on Twitter saying that I was asking. I will say this just for further transparency, there are two after finding out about what I was going through, and they offered to help, able to rectify this a lot quicker than me have to do it by myself. So shout out to those two guys. I'm sure they to shout them out by name, but I don't think they want to be, you know, Ottawa. He was talking about it a little bit on the Twitter. It has helped for sure, but there's another guy that's been helping out as well. But just fucking hit him up for help as well. But appreciate all the positive messages, all the support. We got it figured out, and we are in the process of um yeah, probably been through in terms of thinking that I was going to lose everything, and not to mention, thought kind of thought was my boy, and started saying all this shit, but I quickly found out that he was just guys that were looking to besmirch my name. So that was a big fu. Not to mention the it's over. Like no, the circle that I should be keeping close to me, and airing me out on Twitter. Just hit me up in the DMs. I mean, I really thought that we were could get that courtesy of having the discussion through is what it is. I'm glad it is pretty much um almost beyond me. It's being rectified a lot quicker than and I do want to apologize right off the because I'm already way into this conversation, but I do want to apologize to those guys. They should not have had to, and I really thought the comfortability, the money in my PayPal account made me oblivious to how impatient they were. I want to apologize to those guys. Appreciate them for their continued patience, but the guys are slowly being taken care of as we speak. So that is all I want to say off my chest in terms of the fallout and kind of the back received after that. Um, just shout out to every the reels, the positives, the negatives, all that stuff. Where you should be aligning yourself moving forward. So chat now. I'm sure people are talking about this in the live chat, and we'll swing back around. I do want to start off at the top here. My guy DXJC, first satisfying was a hearing GC compare Fluffy's fighting style Kane own on the broadcast. I didn't see that he actually mentioned on the broad fight. I was just watching the fight, but I will clip that shit, and I'm gonna post on Instagram and tag my guy. Fucking awesome. If anybody does have the clip already, DM it to me on Instagram or Twitter at MMA LOTN. Elliot Marshall. Thank you guys so much. Lodge Dreams. Yes, Robot Chicken Wings, as always, in the live chat. Today, hopefully, there is no Rogers outage again, even though I have the weekend's concert on Thursday. And if you guys remember, if you guys were following me, to go to the weekend's concert, and then there was a nationwide outage with our company, and it forced the concert to be canceled. Not just canceled, postponed as people are lining up outside the venue, ready to go for the event, and then it gets canceled. So knock on can actually watch the show. Jared Curry in the chat, appreciate you stopping. Lounge Run Dreams saying audio is good. Part of the chat as always. Appreciate the love, my friend. Believe he snuck into third at the last moment. I believe it was Damon Jackson that got you into the money for the Dog of the Night challenge. Robot Jans. What about the idea of fighters who are just waving at each other? Rose, Carla, minus 50K. Nah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind uh, the hugs and all that. That's a little bit over the board. Let's just Jared Crasing. Audio might be in pub. No. Hopefully it's good. It's for 280. Robot Chicken Wing saying lock is for the people who else is giving this much of their time for us. Well, hey, it's because of you guys that I'm able to do this shit. You know, single one of you. And if that means I gotta do a live stream every fucking day or nearly, appreciate you guys. Lajon Dream saying I wasn't worried or worry in my mind. Let's go. It's just like to start drama for entertainment or live lives. Exactly. Jackson, let's fucking go. And then hit big. Trey was a lock. Good shit, my friend. Very weird from Zellhuber, but shout out to anybody that was on the hogged inside there. And lately, you know what it is. Gotta spot them for sure. Went so bad after seeing him on MMA fightings between the Link show, hour show with the guys on the treadmill and never skipped a beat. It was impressive. Wow. Very cool to know that he is going to that. I actually was able to DM with him a couple times on one of his recent opponents. Is messing up here. Sorry, guys. Give just took a look at the YouTube video and it's very much cutting in and out. Let me second uh restart the internet and then I'll hop right back. Hopefully that helped. I see the reception thing with me. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. The rest of my internet live stream isn't too unbearable for you guys. Thomas Kane saying just got here learning before Friday about card. I'm not sure, man. They're going to be doing a an article for the Action Network for that. Like, I have no interest in it personally. Um, to you guys, Usman asking if I'm downloading anything. I am not sure what the reason is. Fuck, piss off. Okay, there's something. Bear with me. All right. Let's see if this helped rectify the situation. I did the old school hard reboot. Um, and so far it looks like it's cooperating. If anybody in the live chat could let me know if that is true. Testing? What the fuck? What's going on? Let's see if it holds because it connected and then it just automatically disconnected. Looking like it's staying steady. And for audio listeners, I apologize that you guys are having to deal with this, but hopefully the audio is better now as well. All right. Everybody in the live chat saying all good. Hopefully, I don't cut out once again. If there's anything that I spoke about earlier that people didn't get to catch, um, let me know. But I'm just going to go back to the live chat from where I left off, and then we can get back into this thing. Um All right. Let's see here. Yeah, in regards to Bellator, I'll be doing a write up for the main event for the Action Network. But I really want to turn my attention to week 10 of the Contender Series, and then obviously the UFC event that's that same week as well. I want to just get ahead of schedule. I want to drop these breakdowns for you guys on Monday. Like that is legitimately my goal. Is always Monday, but I can't always seem to keep up with it. Something always seems to come up that messes up my plans and stuff. So um, fingers crossed I can stay up to schedule, but won't be wasting my time on Bellator. Robot Chicken Wing saying Damon Jackson is a gold call lock is a wizard. Thank you, brother. Really enjoyed it. Corey Yupo saying your lock, your boy Shane went 7-6 last weekend. Hopefully not too many followed. I knew he was a joke from the football jersey. Shane. What the fuck is Shane? Um yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about. Shane. Why doesn't that ring a bell? Robot Chicken Wing saying, "Don't worry about it, brother. You're a good dude. Your blessing is coming." Thank you, brother. Daniel saying, "Peter Quilly, great odds over 50-year-old Benson Anderson." I don't know, man. Benson can still go out there and fight. And from what I remember, Quilly, not the greatest. Robot Chicken Wing saying, "Lock, are you watching House of Dragons? Great show. I fucking love it, bro. Like, I missed the fact, um, I missed the fact that like Game of Thrones, when that shit was on, it was appointment viewing every Sunday, right? Sunday, I think it was the same time as well. Sunday, 9 o'clock. Almost everybody in the world is sitting down and watching this. You know what I mean? Now the House of the Dragon is starting to do that as well. And that's how I feel, man. I don't go, there aren't many days that I go without watching. Fridays, the Lord of the Rings show, which is really starting to pick up now as well. Sunday, House of the Dragon. I love it. I fucking love it. Such a great show. I bet what the goat says 17-year-old gets subbed round two. Good luck on Mando. No bet from there, me, my friend. Pervdeen saying, I wish I heard this story, but it kept cutting out. Let me know which one. Pervdeen said, get a real mic. What are you talking about? This shit costs fucking $600. Aiden saying, solid call on Nascimento Lock. Wonder what the split prop on him was. I'm not sure, but his straight up decision prop was plus 700. I was happy to cash that. Robot Chicken Wings saying, you can't say he's going to get subbed based off his age. I'm sure there's more to that for sure. Robot saying, I'm leaning Yan. I think Darren will gas. I'm right there with you. Plus 185 on Xiaonan. Seems like a decent number, and I might have to plug that in sooner than later. Corey saying, not based on age. Mando trains out of a great gym and has man strength. I wrestled since I was a kid. I know what boy man strength is. His gym is all right. You know what I mean? I know it's the same gym that Chaos Williams comes out of. Kid looks good, right? Both guys look good. Closer fight than the odds suggest, but I just can't pull the trigger on Mando either. Oh, True Shot saying kid may lose, but they put him in a position that he can win. That is true. Never mind. I'm saying UFC didn't sign Mo Miller. You think they want Mando, who got subbed by him one fight ago? It's a clear settle fight for him. Could he lose? Sure. They want Raul to win for sure. Yeah, Mo Miller was just boring though, right? I think that's the issue that the UFC had with him. Corey was saying he's actually had 3 wins since that fight. Mo Miller do some research. And on the flip side, Mo Miller taking L's left and right now. Hilarious. Zero Bob says, I still think Mando loses. It is the fight that I'm looking forward to most tonight, for sure. Usman saying, could you go over the story again? It was pretty hard then. Is it like the PayPal shit? Like, is that what you're talking about? Which story? Oh, Lajon James saying, thank you for another great weekend last week, too. Hey, I'm really starting to string that shit together, man. Like, the confidence is at an all-time high. I'm trying to make sure that I'm just not, pulling the trigger too flimsy now or too frugally. Sticking what's been working over the past 6 months. Moneyline bets. Moneyline bets have been hitting. True shots and credit. Didn't bet Jackson, but kept me off of Pat. If I can do that much, even, I've done my job, in my opinion. I should quit saying it. Unfortunately, did not give me a Pat. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Is he meaning Shay? Oh, that's probably what he means. Shane. Corey was saying Shane kills the. Oh, he was all right. I liked what he brought to the table. Huh. Oh, yeah, that's who you were talking about. Sorry. Nah, Killsta DFS is a solid dude, good dude. I see you guys talking about Krause's guy as well. I don't watch that podcast personally. Like I've said this on numerous streams before. My ingestion of podcasts is mainly comedy podcasts. Like I don't like when I'm doing tape index updates or when I'm doing like other shit. Sometimes even when I'm watching tape, I'll listen to a comedy podcast in the background, if not music. Yeah, I mean whatever I'm in the mood for. But all the podcasts I listen to are straight comedy podcasts. That's it. I don't really like ingesting too much MMA stuff since that's all that I already do. Asher Quinn saying, I'm not convinced Durham will gas, but I think Jan's worth the stab at plus 165. Is it 165 now? Because I'm going to have to get in sooner than later then, because I saw at 185 last time. Asher Quinn saying, I think it's realistically a pick 'em. The reason I would slightly disagree with that, like I still think Dern should be the favorite because I feel should she get the fight to the ground, it could end a lot sooner than if Yan kept the fight on the feet. You know what I mean? On the feet, she still has a target to hit. She still has to connect on these punches. Whereas Dern, if she gets the fight to the ground, one bad move from Yan Jianan, and that's probably the end of the night. So I think Dern should be the favorite here, but maybe not, minus 200, minus 250, or whatever the fuck she was at. Oh, exactly. Asher's saying Dern could look minus 300. Elevate in the chat. Appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Asher Quinn saying, honestly, every Dana White contender series, I'm not looking forward to Yanni the most. Man, I hate that my guy Yanni is taking L's the way that he is. Yeah, so he's always been good to me. I've had him on my show. He's been on, and I've been on his show. Obviously, I love Nick Kalikas as well the most, but very rough stretch that he's on, and it kind of hurts to see as being one of his buddies. Robot Chicken Wings saying Dern isn't Damian Maya on the ground. Her grappling is overrated. I disagree with that. I personally do. Aiden Simone saying, I think Raul's sub round 3 could be a very, very nice sprinkle spot. It's tough to say that with much conviction, though, because like he's never been to the third round, right? By all indications, his cardio looks good, especially in the fight that he had to go the longest in, which was like a round and a half. But I don't know. Manda could Manda could absolutely have the cardio advantage here, as he's been the one going to decisions more often than not. Asher Quinn saying, hope Paul Scheid makes a bunch of money again. Yes. Don't tap podcasting steady Eddie. No need to overextend. Exactly. Bingo. Lucian saying, yeah, the PayPal party, your buddy who turned against you. I'm not saying my buddy turned against me per se, but it's more so like, the guy that I sought to for help was passing on this information to a group of other guys that were running it in a completely different narrative, right? Like, I think one of the things I said was like I'd offer him 10% extra his um for his troubles, and then that got spun into me offering 10% to the winners that I still need to pay out, saying I'll give you 10% more if you just keep this on the hush, and I'll buy me more time. That was not at all what happened. And then the other guy saying that I was asking around for help and shit. That's not at all what happened. I asked one guy, and then two other guys came out after hearing what I was going through, slid in my DMs and like, hey, I'm happy to help. I know you're a legit dude. And thanks to those guys as well. But yeah, a lot of bullshit out there, man. Like I know the circle that I need to keep, and I'm happy with the guys that I know are around me and have my back. Appreciate those guys. Robot Chicken Wings saying we got 5 more episodes of House of the Dragons. All right, sick. I was hoping that it wasn't going to come to a close quickly. And then we got to wait till next year. Fuck. Ash Quinn saying massive credit to Kraus for whatever game plan he had for Trey Ogden. Yes. I'd love to hit him up and find out like what was the plan? Like, was it just to say busier? Because that seemed to be what worked out, right? It didn't seem like Zal Huber could really pull the trigger. And Kraus was just like, hey, stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Aiden said, I'm thinking even if 17-year-old wins in stylish fashion, Dano's still probably will be hesitant to side him. Well, here's an important thing to remember as well. This guy turns 18 in 2 weeks or 3 weeks tops. So he's not going to be 17 for that much longer. But I think the only way he gets signed is if he goes out there and does what he did on his regional scene. Take these guys down immediately and submit him right away. If he can replicate that, then Dana's probably going to be like, all right, let's bring him in. But if he struggles to get him out of there, then I think Dana will be like, all right, let's keep him fighting for UWC or whatever the fuck it is, one of those like Latin America regional promotions that are on Fight Pass, and then a couple fights down the road we'll bring him into the UFC. Corey saying Dana didn't sign Bo Nickal because of his experience. He said no way a minor even ever makes it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think Dana just wanted another fight from Bo Nickal where he can pay him $5,000 rather than 20 or 30, whatever the fuck he would be making in the UFC, and to fill out the contender series schedule as well. True Short saying if Dern wears the yellow shorts, I'll lie better. I love it. Asher Quinn saying, I hope it's just a bad run. Seems nice enough. The entertainment value he's bringing to contender series is unreal, though. Yes, that is true. I love the guy, honestly. Like people, I won't be the guy that pows on him on the timelines and stuff because that's just not who I am. Um, but yeah, he's a solid dude. True shot saying 17-year-olds should never tire. That is true. Um, for anybody that listened to my Contender Series breakdown yesterday, I kind of explained his fighting style as like young, dumb, and full of cum, right? Like just going all out, not really showing any regard for his cardio. But luckily for him, it's paying off. Like he's not tiring down, and he's not really fighting dumb per se, but he's just fighting like crazily. Like he has this crazy style about him, this relentless pressure. I'm looking forward to tonight, man. This is definitely the toughest fight that he's going to have in his young career. Let's see if he passes it. Elevate saying Yan, I believe, has the underdog gene in her game. Let's see what happens, but I can't see her dropping a third in a row. Luck, I'm still looking for her best route to get there. Right now, it's by decision. I think she can win by TKO as well. I had money on her last time against Marina Rodriguez because she was like a plus 280 underdog. That shit made no sense to me. And I think that like it came down to a split decision as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, UFC 272 back in March. I remember I played her. Yeah, looking at MMA decisions, smack down the middle in terms of media scores, and then fan scoring based on 274 scorecards submitted. 98% round one, Xiaonan, 51% Xiaonan round two, and then Rodriguez won round three, 97% or 96%. So seems like the vast majority of people were on the, at least fans. Um, Actually, no, it was dead smack down the middle. And again, even though I lost that bet, I'm happy that I can spot out a fight that's going to be that close. Another one, Li Jingliang lost to Daniel Rodriguez. I bet him at plus 140. Large majority of people thought that he won. So being able to call those spots out, fights that should be closer than the odds indicate, will eventually work out in the long run. And it has. Let's be honest, it has. Like, I just want to take another quick look here at my bet MMA tips. Doing very well. Again, over the last 6 months or so. Had a little bit of a dip where I went, what was it? -8 units between my UFC 276 and Ortega versus Rodriguez, but then after Ortega versus Rodriguez, to the moon. It was a 25 unit run. But yeah, been absolutely killing it as of late. True Shot saying they're about to fast forward hard, I think. House of Dragons, really? I hope not. Asher Quinn saying, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Especially the way that the last episode ended. I don't want to give any spoilers for anybody who hasn't caught up with it yet. Asher Quinn saying, yeah, decision is the path, in my opinion. Think Dern striking is fine enough to stay on par and I can finish. I highly disagree personally. I mean, I was kind of surprised that Rodriguez was not able to finish her in their 5 round fight, but we do have to remember that I'm pretty certain Rodriguez took that fight on. No. Rodriguez took the Watterson fight on short notice, like super short notice. I don't know. I think Yan TKO is live as well. Robot Chicken Wing saying elevate. I don't see Yan losing 3-0. Like I completely agree with you guys that it's tough to see a fighter of her skill set lose 3 times in a row. But matchups don't take into consideration the losing streaks or winning streaks that fighters are on. Every fight is its own problem. So yes, it's great to think about it in that aspect, but gotta focus on the here and now. Usman saying Bonenko is 100% signed. He's on a different contract than normal contenders. I could see that. Aiden saying, yeah, exactly. Dan just wants Nico up those viewership numbers for the last episode. Bingo. Asher Quinn saying you can't assume any precedent from what Dana says ever. He just makes decisions with justifications in the moment. The Bo and Nichols situation has no bearing on Rosa's situation. Bingo. Landau is saying, is it a concern that Rosas has a Habsburg jaw? That thing is just crying out to be cracked. For now, it's done him well. Maybe it's like an extra shield for him, though. Maybe it allows him to take punches. Who knows? Asher says if Rosas looks good on the feet and not one dimensional, he'll get signed. In my opinion, Dana loves a record breaking storyline. I don't think the striking will at all come into play here in terms of whether Dana signs him or not. He's going to sign him based on whether he goes out there and gets a emphatic finish, in my opinion. Aiden says, sorry, yep, you're right. Robot saying, Luck, I think next week in House of the Dragon, they're going to make that time leap. Everybody's going to be grown. Interesting. Is there like a preview for the next episode? Again, I don't like seeing that shit. I just want to go into episodes blind. But I did see some sort of article where it said like these two characters played their last episode. Their last episode was the last episode they're going to be on. So I think you're right. But they have been making a lot of like time jumps even within the first 5 episodes, right? There's one time where there was like a year between episodes or 3 years between episodes. Crazy. Corey Ipo saying Dern, finest lady on the planet. Aiden Smo saying even if he doesn't get in right now, I'm sure they'll put him on a couple LFA cards and then he'll be in the UFC, already making a ton of noise and hasn't even fought yet. That is true. You'll see him on LFA or UWC if he doesn't get signed tonight. If he wins, worst case, he's signed to a Chase Super Leg deal. Yes. Asher saying if his striking looks competent, I think he gets a full contract. Again, I don't think they're gonna look at that. It makes sense as to why they would, but I don't think Dana makes decisions based off that. The African saying Rosas surely gets at least one more fight on the Contender Series, even if he wins in dominant fashion. Well, he's gonna have to wait till next year then. Again, if he wins, they'll likely have him fight on UWC or LFA, and then bring him around again next year. Maybe. Also, Ashley Quinn, remember when they signed that Haley Cowan chick? She looked like trash, but she's like, something about her. I'm just going to sign her. No. Lost on Dream saying my bankroll highest has been yet. Whoop, whoop. Let's fucking go, my friend. Don't get overzealous, though. Do not get overzealous. Keep your unit size where it's at. Robot Chicken Wing saying, Corey, she's nice looking, but you need to get out more if you think the whole planet. African saying Bo Nichols assaulted a man in 45 seconds and still didn't get a full contract. Yeah, it's very flimsy, man. True Shot saying Princess Actress changes. Interesting. I can't wait. I am so excited for the next episode. Don't Tap saying big week last week. We hit Robertson second round, Damon Jackson, Sandhagen Moneyland, Sandhagen round 4-5 decision. I was pretty much right there with you. I had the Robertson under 2.5, Jackson money line, and then I ended up passing on Sandhagen, but did have him in a nice parlay. Asher saying the Bo Nickel one is a special deal, completely irrelevant to anyone else's situation. Bingo. Elevate saying, in response, I think the books have a tough time gauging fighters like her, and that absolutely makes sense, especially with her weight division. KO would be solid, but I don't know if I'd test Dern's chin. Again, it's very weird that Rodriguez wasn't able to get her out of there. Ashley Quinn saying Daniel Wolf got signed after making her debut in Contender Series. What Dana does just depends on his vibe in the morning. Well, I think the fact that she was also 39 was like, all right, let's just get her in. She's not going to get any better than she currently is. There's nothing that she can do in a different promotion that's going to be like, okay, now you can come to the UFC. She's going to be 40 by the time she fights again, right? Cody's saying you're not picking Dern. I'm leaning Yan right now. I haven't researched the fight, but I am leaning Yan. Jared Curry saying Yanni betting on Bo next week is going to lead to the immediate heat death of the universe. Could you imagine? Oh man. Asher Quinn, right? Not signed, but he's still getting paid and on TV. True. Thomas Kane saying is Tabitha Ricci numero uno. I don't know about that. She's hot, but I wouldn't say, hottest in the UFC. Don't tap saying Grisham knocks Lon's leg off. Minus 165. Jump on caster on minus 218 before the line inflates. Who's Grisham fighting again? I know he is minus 165. Philippe Leans. I don't know about that fight yet. I'm gonna have to tape that one personally. I bet with the goat saying, bro, buy some XRP at 40 cents, best ROI on earth. I haven't really gotten into the crypto game personally. Robot Chicken Wing saying I might be the only one, but I think Penny's live. Ooh. Gonna have to disagree with you on there, my friend. I think we talked about this a little bit on a different stream, but I gotta still run the tape on Penny. Bet with Goats saying crypto is the future as much as like betting going to get a bigger potential ROI with banking coins. I just wish I had more time to think about it. Asher saying XRP was at 40 cents when I was looking at it in 2017. Massive ROI. Interesting. Corey saying, is the Nubian bookstore like a BLM museum? No. It's just black authors, pretty much. Latino saying, what do you think about a guy like Aliu having 3 years off after losing his first fight? Good sign that he came back after the layoff at all, or bad sign that he sort of quit after his first loss? I just don't think he's that good, if I'm being honest. Like he's been getting away with being like a big power puncher and like having some decent work by being the bigger, stronger guy. But like he's fighting a guy named the Hulk who is technically way better than him in pretty much every aspect of MMA. So yeah, I think he's going to get starched tonight. Ash Quinn saying Haley Cowan, you mean Dana's exact type? Yes. Aiden saying Frio Dana, like she's got that it thing. It's like stop capping, she's hot, and that's it. Pretty much. She's barely hot. Like she's MMA hot. Elevate saying, don't tap. Yeah, you're hitting all those money lines because you've been tuned into the best MMA show underground. Lego Lock. This brand is going places now. Don't tap knows what he's talking about. I'm sure he didn't just get it from me. The guy is a sharp dude. Shout out to my guy. I'm keeping the units as the same. I'm just gonna avoid the crypto conversation that's happening in the live chat right now. Y'all can work that out amongst yourselves. African saying Junior Taffa missing out on another season of the Contender Series pisses me the fuck off. Dude is dunking on dudes on the Australian regional scene, and they still haven't gotten him on. Weird. I swear he was supposed to fight this season. Wonder what happened. True Shot saying betting on Robertson had me looking for the anti-acids. Yeah, she's always going to make it tough. She's always going to take a fuck ton of damage, but if she can get you to the ground, she will eventually work for that submission. Boob saying, I mean, there is the rumor of Dana and attractive female fighters. Yes. African saying was supposed to fight Armin and Visa fucked it up. Such immense pain. Wow. That sucks. Asher saying you can see the horny cogs turning in his brain in real time. Don't kill me. Aiden Samoa saying Wolf versus Letson to find out who's the worst fighter in the shittiest division. Why not Wolf versus Haley Cowan? Aiden Samoa saying Lynn's such a bum. Hey, let's not attach ourselves to narratives, right? Let me try to make a case here for Philippe Lins. This is a guy that did win the $1 million prize on PFL. He is 37 years old, so that's not a good look. Has had a tremendous amount of fights fall out since COVID kicked off, but he is coming off a win over Marcin Prachnio over 15 minutes. That was his debut at light heavyweight as well in the UFC. Now he's going to be making his second walk to the octagon. what, like, he's winning. Like, he only lost 2 fights. He lost to Tanner Boser and Andrei Arlovsky. Those are not bad losses, if I'm being honest. What makes him a bum? And I'm not trying to say that I'm picking Lins to be Maxim Grishin, but like, it's narratives like people saying a guy is a bum, or like, just putting out this thing that this guy sucks. Why does he suck? Trey Ogden sucks, apparently, but he went out there and pulled off a big win over Zellhuber, right? We don't get married to these narratives of a guy is a bum, a guy sucks. Break down the fight and then decide how he matches up against Maxime Grishin. Because pre-tape, to me, Lynn seems to like to be a live underdog here. I like Maxime Grishin as well. I think the guy's a great all-around fighter, has a tremendous amount of experience. But Philippe Lins, he's still picking up wins. Who knows? Watch me come back next week and be like, Maxime Grishin, lock of the night play. We'll see. Right there. Look at the next comment. Shout out to my guy True Shot here. Plus money, I'll bet Lens all day. I love it. Asher's saying Lens sucks, man. He got killed by Tanner Boser. It's one fight. Ricky Simone got knocked out by Uriah Faber. Kamar Usman got knocked out by Leon Edwards. Max Holloway got finished by Dustin Poirier, or lost to Dustin Poirier. Again, maybe those names that I'm bringing up are better than Tanner Boser. But hey, 2018 or 2019 Uriah Faber beating Ricky Simone happens. It's heavyweights. Shit happens. Don't get married to that, my friend. I love you, Asher. Zero saying Boser disappointed me against Nascimento. Not if you listen to my breakdown. Ricky Chow in the chat saying, are you leaning towards Wiley as a lock of the night over Esparza? I am not at this particular moment. Now, everybody thinks she's going to go in there and just absolutely starch Esparza, but from my memory, if it serves me correct, Rose Namajunas was grinding out Wiley Zhang on the ground. And now she has to go up against probably the best wrestler at 115 pounds. Could be closer than people think. People love overlooking Esparza, right? I'll be happy that I was able to cash Carla Esparza against Yan Xiaonan when she was a plus 150 underdog. Like, I've cashed on Carla quite a lot because people just want to continue to write her off. Her striking is horrible. Yes, completely understand that. But she is one of the best wrestlers, and she does a damn good job of getting the fight there over and over again. I just want to quickly look up my look at that. Alfred's even saying that this is a live dog. Let me just pull up my betting record on Carla Esparza. On all moneyline plays that I've had on Carla Esparza, I have not lost. I have a 116% ROI betting Carla Esparza fights. Let's go from the top here. 1.25 units plus 107 against Alexa Grasso. Cash it. 1 unit plus 158 against Marina Rodriguez. Cash it. 2 units plus 100 Yan Xiaonan. Cash it. I did have a prop bet for some reason on the Rose and Carlos fight to go under 4.5 units or under 4.5 rounds. Not sure why I took that bet to begin with. Shashquin saying there's no value. Is she really minus 400? Because that would be crazy. Ow, Carlos Esparza is plus 260. See, like, at those odds, I might be forced to take a little bit of a shot. Crazy. Sansans Boulevard saying, I know you're not crazy on parlays, but would you rather Randy Brown with Ricci or Brown with Castaneda if you had to pick one? Brown, which Brown are we talking about? Oh, sorry. Duh. Randy Brown. Brown with Ricci or Brown with Castaneda? I got to look into the Castaneda matchup still against Daniel Santos. I don't recall Santos's fighting style, but I do recall being, pretty impressed with Castaneda. Um, Pre-tape, I'd say Brown with Ricci, but that might change after I run the tape on Castaneda versus Santos. Ashley Quinn saying losses to Tanner Bozer, no case. Eh. Eh. I bet with the goat saying I'd love to take Larasenko for a ride. You fucking savage. You savage. Elevate, bro. These guys with the crypto. When the fuck did this turn into an ROI chat? Hey, I am never going to stop people from talking whatever they want to talk about in the live chat. But if it doesn't have too much to do with what I'm talking about, I'll just let them speak about it among themselves. Asher saying those are both bad losses, in my opinion. If you can't beat Arlovsky, you're not a good UFC fighter. Wow. Asher, come on. What are you talking about? Arlovsky can still go out there and, box some guys up. True Shot saying that Lens has way more ways to win. Possibly. Aiden saying won the million on PFL, won the sauce, no sauce. Now he's trash. Good point. Jared saying the problem is Arlovsky gives under table service to Asal, guaranteeing him the win against anybody if it hits the cards. It's hard to cap for that. Asher Quinn saying Arlovsky is the true gauge of fighting ability. If you know, you know. If you beat Arlovsky, you're good. If you can't, you're not. This applies especially if you lost a split decision you thought you won. I gotta disagree with that myself. The only narrative, this is the African. He's saying the only narrative that remains undefeated is Fade Mickey Gall at all costs. Shows up with zero cardio every time. Hopefully, we get to see him in PFL Bellator soon and get some damn good fade prices. Yes, I'll miss fading that guy. Robot saying, can't wait for the Yan versus Dern prediction. Hopefully, I can get it for you guys on Monday of fight week. Boob saying, Lock, why are some people so confident in low-level heavyweights like Tanner Bozer and Jay Collier? The last 2 weeks, those were highly touted guys, but I've never seen them as skilled. I liked Collier as well, but I didn't play that minus 400 because, again, like I said, over the past 6 months, I've really honed in on not trying to play those big favorites, unless their name is Kamaru Usman. And then even when Kamaru Usman fucking goes out there, he could end up losing too, right? I don't know. We're talking about Tanner Bozer being a low-level heavyweight, but I swear he's like a ranked heavyweight, right? I don't know. You just got to pick your spots. It's all matchup based. Like in the Collier fight, yes, he should win this fight. Should he have been minus 400? Probably, but you can't count out the fact that it's heavyweights and Chris Barnett, as shitty of a fighter as he may be, he can still crack with a lot of power, and that's what he got away with there. Landau saying it's the return of insanity, all in on the plus 140 money line. That's hilarious. Aiden saying it's not like he's looked amazing though. 2 losses to subpar heavyweights and went life and death with Pacquiao. It was also his first fight at 205, so let's cut him some slack there. Asher said, I just have an oddly very specific heavyweight gauge that Lens happens to be caught up in. I don't narrative generally, but the heavyweights I have myself crafted in full of narratives. All good. Again, I might come back and be like, Christian wins this fight pretty handily, but I got to run the tape. Robot Chicken Wings talking about Boob's point that he made earlier. But again, like you can find confidence in any spot, whether it's low level women's MMA, low level heavyweights, high level women's MMA. Sometimes you get the balance, sometimes you don't. Jared saying favorite beating Simone just to get sent to meet the Queen by Yan. The next fight is sadly hilarious. Yeah, that was hilarious as well. Joshua Lazar. Appreciate the love, my friend. Feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat saying, love the shirt, but you need a hat to match for sure. Hey, this is courtesy of my guy, Marcus Williams. Spread. I mean, I'm not a big fashion guy anyway. True Shot saying, I just bet Lens 0.5 you. I love it. Asher saying, Wiley minus 400. Not crazy, in my opinion, just no betting value. Possibly. Problem Kid in the chat saying, I'm seeing a lot of love for Echeverria tonight. You scared Lock or think Filio legit? I'm leaning Filio there, but it's just too hard to really gauge how good Echeverria is. Like, level of competition has been very abysmal. And when he does fight decent guys, he's going to decisions and not really looking like this crazy good prospect. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like against a guy like Filio before I have any thoughts on him in terms of betting him as well. Ashquin saying Wiley minus 1,000 would be crazy in my opinion. Wow, I disagree. True Shot saying Carly getting faded hard, open Wiley minus 149 on DK. Wow. Robot Chicken Wing saying I absolutely can see Carla lay and pray, but I'm going to roll with Zhang making improvements, knowing that's Carla's only path. We shall see. Asher saying I'm on Echeverria. Lots of people seem to be praying for Yanni to have Filio and has shown me the Yanni. Aiden saying Wiley TKO easy. Lando saying minus 1,000 on any women's fight is crazy. Even Shevchenko Nunes are minus 130. Correct. Bleed the Bookies said state of champions in the UFC before Esparza, Aljo the other joke, Jizzy running around having an off night and getting dominated for a round, but landing a 2 in 100 head kick deadwards. Look at this guy. Asher Quinn saying, look at who Arlovsky's beaten, look who Arlovsky's lost to. Everyone he's lost was objectively good. Everyone he's beaten is not my fault. You got your narrative. Let's see if it works out with Philippe Lins next weekend. Zip code saying, my man Lock, curious, do you use a site to keep track of bets on a certain fighter, Sparza, or do you use something else? It's all on Bet MMA Tips, betmma.tips. It is the most intuitive and in-depth statistical analysis you'll be able to get on all of your MMA betting needs. Even if you are not looking to tout or sell your picks or anything like that, it is a great tool even to analyze your own betting patterns, which you're good at, and to get information like how you're doing on a certain fighter. I would love to, the last 2 minutes here, if people want to throw out active UFC fighters' names, I'd love to go back onto my betting record and see how I've done betting in their fights. Appreciate everybody that's been dropping comments here. You guys are killing it in the live chat here. Throw out 3 names. I'll take 3 active UFC fighters and I'll see how I've done betting them over there, at least over my betting career as well. Jared Gray saying, poor Lauren Murphy catching strays on a Tuesday. I see people talking shit about Lauren Murphy here. Joshua asking Bellator show for this Friday. I don't think so, brother. I don't think I'll be doing it. I'll be doing a write-up for the Action Network for the main event, but outside of that, nah. I'm good. I want to spend my time on the next Contender Series and then the following UFC as well, just so I can, get ahead of schedule and all that type of stuff. All right, we'll go with the first 3 here. Let's see. Loma Lukbunmi, says my guy, Bleed the Bookies. Let me so I just cashed on her this past weekend. Let's see how I did overall though. I've only bet on 2 of her fights and I've gone I bet on 4 of her fights, 2 of them being straight picks and then 2 of them being in parlays. So we'll start with the straight picks. I put 1.2 units on her against Angela Hill at plus 174. Missed that bet. But the bet that I just had on her this past week in 3 units at minus 200 against Denise Gomez, that actually makes me slightly in the profit in terms of betting Loma Lukbunmi picks straight up. Plus 0.3 units for a 7% ROI. But then I've had her involved in parlays as well. I had her minus 147 against Jinyu Fry in a parlay that cashed. And then I had Lupita Godinez in a 2.5 unit parlay against Loma Lukbunmi, and that cashed as well. Joseph Benavides. I feel like I haven't done the greatest in terms of betting Benavides fights. Let me just pull it up real quick though. I'm pretty sure I bet on him against Askar Askarov and felt pretty good about it. And then he just got fucking handled. All right, Joseph Benavides. minus 3.4 units overall, betting him from a straight perspective. So I had him at as a 5 unit lock of the night play against Sergio Pettis. That one whiffs. 5 unit play as a lock of the night play against Juicy Ferdemiga at minus 162. That hits. And then I had 1.5 units on him against Askar Askarov at plus 112. That whiffs. So minus 3.41 units, minus 30%. Also had Benavidez in a parlay against Davis and Figueiredo. I believe that was the first time they fought. That was only 0.25 units. And then I had the under 4.5 in both their fights. Actually, I can't remember. Did they fight 2 times or 3 times? But at least in 2 of their fights, I had the under 4.5. The first time plus 140, 1 unit, that catches. And then the second time, I actually had it as my lock of the night play, 5 units at minus 190, that catches. So props, plus 4 units on Joseph Benavidez. And then lastly, I'm going to go with Jairzinho Rosenstrike. I don't think I bet Jairzinho much. Or at least bet against him. Let's see here. One second. Let me just try to get it. There we go. All right. Rosenstrike. I've never had a straight play against him. I've had Andre Arlovsky 0.25 units in a parlay. I also had Rosenstrike in a parlay when he fought Junior Dos Santos, cashed that. And then in terms of props, 2 units on Rosenstrike inside the distance, minus 142 against Alan Crowder, cash that shit. And then I had the under 1.5 in the Overeem and Rosenstrike fight, 4 units. That ended up missing as well. All right. Appreciate you guys. Love every single one of you guys. Always come out and show support. Contender Series goes down in just under 3 hours' time, so make sure you guys go check that out tonight. I will be back tomorrow for another episode of the MMA Lock Talk. That will be the last one I do for the week because Thursday I'll be going downtown for the weekend concert that I cannot fucking wait for, and I'll be getting shit faced pretty much the entire time. 4 p.m. will be way too late for me. You know what? I might do the MMA Lockcast, or sorry, the MMA Lock Talk earlier on Thursday. I might do like noon or something like that and start my pre-drinking with you guys. So yeah. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, and good luck on your Contender Series bets. Lastly, if you want to hear my Contender Series thoughts, I already did the breakdown yesterday, so make sure you guys go to my channel and check that out. All right. I'm out of here. Catch you guys tomorrow. Good luck tonight.